Between 2001 and 2021, Qatar contributed $4.7 billion to 6 different prestigious American universities. However, Qatar isn't alone in this trend. Between 1986 and 2022, Arab states have donated $11 billion. The highest donors include the United Arab Emirates, Kuwait, Iraq, Turkey, Pakistan, Syria, and Lebanon. But why would these mostly small Arab states like Qatar care so much about American education? The primary connection of these predominantly small Arab states and American universities stems from the establishment of branch campuses by these universities within their countries. Essentially, countries like Qatar are financing these universities to set up educational facilities and enrich the educational landscape in their region. The main 6 universities that Qatar finances all have branch campuses, and each of the 6 universities specializes in a distinct field. However, a significant concern arises when you look at the amount of money being donated, and due to the lack of transparency by universities, approximately 82% of these donations remain undisclosed, and the universities give no public record of their usage. This lack of transparency prompted the Department of Education to initiate an investigation in 2020. The report found that a good portion of the foreign funding is from countries that are hostile to the United States and could be targeting their investments to project soft power, steal sensitive information and research, and spread propaganda. The report concluded there is a very real reason for concern that foreign money buys influence or control over teaching and research. The department expressed particular unease about reported donations listed as anonymous from China, Saudi Arabia, Qatar, and Russia. The study also estimated that within the $11 billion donated between 1986 and 2022 by Arab states, there were over 10,000 contracts and gifts spread across 273 institutions. This has raised concerns that these funds might not solely contribute to establishing and operating branch campuses, but could potentially be utilized to promote Middle Eastern viewpoints on global affairs. Following this, the Department of Education threatened to cut funding for a Middle East Studies program ran by Duke University, the University of North Carolina, because they failed to provide balanced perspectives on issues in the Middle East, which many have said is in line with other conferences they sponsored featuring severe anti-Israel bias and anti-Semitic rhetoric, which has raised worries that the Middle East is trying to spread extremist Islam and inspire jihadists around the world, which could be concerning as nations like the Qatari government are strong supporters of several different terrorist groups. The assumption has long been that Arab funding has impacted the academic study of the Middle East, specifically regarding Israel and radical Islam. But concrete conclusions remain challenging due to limited data transparency. Only 25% of the contributions listed purposes, mostly revolving around financial aid or scholarships for students from the donor countries. But this amounted to less than $2 billion. As such, the use of 82% of foreign contributions remain undisclosed, making it difficult to gauge their precise impact and purpose. Though most is speculation on where the Arab money is going, as there is no definite destination. Many claim the connection between funding and the rise of pro-Middle East viewpoints is enough, but correlation does not directly represent the connection. The only way we could ever know for sure is if colleges showed us how the donations were being spent. So do you think the Middle East is waging a war against American youth, or is it simply a coincidence?